Hello and welcome to DROIX. In this video we are checking out the recently released Forza Horizon 5 performance on the ONEXPLAYER 1S, Aya Neo 2021 Pro, GPD Win 3 and GPD Win MAX 2021. To ensure fairness, we are running with the same main Windows 10 updates and drivers. We have set the resolution to 1280 by 720 as the handhelds all use different native resolutions. All handhelds apart from the Win MAX are set to 20 watts TDP. The Win MAX is at 22 watts, so it will have up to 10% more performance, which we will adjust for. Two benchmarks are performed, one on very low and the other on ultra graphic settings. We won't be testing the extreme setting as no handheld is ready for that yet. Let's start with the GPD Win MAX 2021 as it has a slightly higher TDP. On the very low graphic settings it has an average of 69 frames per second. On ultra settings it has an average of 22 frames per second. Up next we have the ONEXPLAYER 1S, which was the overall highest performing Intel based handheld out of that and the GPDs. On the very low graphic settings the ONEXPLAYER 1S has an average of 62 FPS. On the ultra graphic settings it gets an average of 22 FPS. It may be the smallest of the handhelds, but it still packs a fair punch. The GPD Win 3 is up next. On the very low graphic settings, the Win 3 has an average of 48 FPS. On the highest settings, it has an average of 18 frames per second. And last but not least is the only AMD powered handheld. We saw in our recent review that it can stand up against the Intel based handhelds. On the very low graphic settings, the Aya Neo 2021 Pro has an average of 72 FPS. On the highest graphic settings it has an average of 23 FPS. Looking at the benchmark results, we can see that the GPD Win 3 has the lowest FPS with 48 and 18 on ultra and low respectively. We are pretty sure that the cooling may not be good enough and causing the CPU to downclock to keep it running cooler. In third place is the GPD Win MAX 2021. As mentioned, the Win MAX has a higher TDP, so adjusting the scores makes this technically just below second place. In second place is the ONEXPLAYER 1S with 62 and 22 frames per second on the ultra and low graphic settings respectively. And in first place, with a considerably higher 72 frames per second on ultra and 23 on very low, is the Aya Neo 2021 Pro. We were expecting this order of performance as we have previously benchmarked Forza Horizon 4, but if you have seen our Aya Neo Pro review, it is not faster than the ONEXPLAYER 1S in every game. But those games which take advantage of multiple cores and threads seem to work better in AMD processors than on Intel. Also of note are the Intel drivers. We are using slightly older drivers as the latest did have issues. There were also some minor graphics issues with the version we are using. The latest AMD drivers had no such issues and we rarely do have any issues with them. If you would like to see other comparison videos, let's say the Aya Neo 2021 Pro for AMD versus the ONEXPLAYER 1S for Intel, let us know what games you would like and we will pick the most popular for a future video. That wraps up this brief comparison video. We hope you found it interesting. If you did, please consider subscribing to help keep up to date with our videos and also help grow our channel and community. Thanks for watching and we hope to see you back in our next video.